Once I did my story about this DL guy, y'all, a girl ended up DMing me and she was like,
hey, I think my boyfriend is DL and I want you to tell my story.
Why a couple of weeks ago, the guy ended up emailing me, y'all, like, hey, this is such and such, and you had did a story on me one time, and this is and that. I just want to let you know that I apologize for how I reacted, and I want you to tell my story. Hey Temps, it's me, the Temperance. Welcome back to another episode of the Temperance Show. So I have already teased this story on my TikTok. If you're not following my TikTok, it's the same as my Instagram. _ is Temperance. While we doing housekeeping, get ready to like this video, comment, share, subscribe to this channel if you're not already. Now, I already don't like asking y'all to like, comment, share, subscribe because it sounds like I'm begging y'all. But I'm going to need you to go do that.
Push the goddamn button. Push the goddamn button.
Back in the beginning parts of my channel, I was dating this guy, and I was just quick to pick up that you really don't like me. You're trying to get close to me to see who's around me. I'm like an ally for the gay community. Like, I love my gay people. Like, my best friends are gay.
Oh no, he didn't. Miss Peaches?
Shane, now I told you, he is very sensitive about his hair.
Them just my bitches, you know what I'm saying? Look, I'm thinking about going to a drag show for my birthday. So back in the beginning stages of me starting my channel, I mentioned that I ended up coming across a DL guy when I first ended up moving to Atlanta. He was trying to convince me that he wasn't gay, and I was just like, sir, you're doing too much, and I think that's exactly why I think that you're gay. A couple of weeks ago, I have a good friend of mine. I don't know if he wants to be identified, but he ended up calling me the gay police, y'all.
That's the sound of the police. That's the sound of the beast.
Now, I'm not gonna lie, I was a little offended when he said it because he was more so like,
you always trying to make people come out. You always trying to pinpoint what's gay and call people out and this is that.
Look, no, I'm not. No, I'm not. You can really die behind this shit. And let me tell y'all, I am not trying to die behind this shit. But I do not like when a guy who likes guys try to approach me.
Boy, if you don't.
You know what I'm saying? It's just like, be true to who you are. Now, I know a lot of women who are into bisexual men. But the thing about bisexual men, they will tell you they're bisexual. Now, I got a homegirl, and she really, I think this bitch really do like bisexual men because it's like every guy that comes across that we recognize as being bisexual, she be like, ooh, girl, like I just want to, ooh.
Stand up!
I know bitches who are down with the get down if you want to be with the get down. What I'm trying to say is that I'm not trying to be the gay police for y'all. I mean, if you want me to tell your story, then bitch, I'm here to tell your story. I'm the messenger. Once I did my story about this DL guy, y'all, a girl ended up DMing me and she was like,
Hey, I think my boyfriend is DL and I want you to tell my story.
So y'all, I told her story. I was a little skeptical in the beginning because I'm like, girl, I don't really want to, keep pulling up all this gay stuff on my channel or whatever. But y'all, it's really overwhelming to find out that your man is f***ing with niggas. Like, that is just overwhelming. Like, you really don't know how to accept that. And then when everybody else in the street know that he f***ing with niggas, like,
are you gay?
How you gonna ask me a question like that?
the girl was telling me to tell her story. I told the story, y'all. So look, I'm gonna put both of those videos up here. I don't know which side they're gonna be on, but they're gonna be linked at the top and they're gonna be linked down below because I did 2 stories on how you can tell if your boyfriend is DL. I guess she was just angry in the moment because she ended up sending him the story. When I tell you this man cussed me out real bad inside of my DMs, like, who the fuck are you? I don't know who you are. And look, I'm trying to be all big and bold in my DMs. Like, sir, she gave me the story. Like, I'm just the messenger. Like, y'all, stop trying to beat me up. I'm just telling y'all what is told to me. I had blocked this boy, and you know, I moved on with my life. Now I already be checking my email like crazy because I already know that an opportunity is gonna drop in my email, and I don't know when, and I don't know what it's gonna say, but I'm ready. I'm ready, God. I'm ready. So then I'm reading the email, and it basically is saying like, hey, you know, this is such and such, and you had did a story on me one time, and you know, this is and that. I just want to let you know that I apologize for how I reacted, and I want you to tell my story. And check my Snapchat. This was like probably like a day later because I wasn't thinking, like, I don't even know how to respond back to this guy. So he's just like, hey, I wrote you an email, and you know, this is such and such, and I want you to tell my story. Like, everything that you said about me was true. So while I'm writing the guy, like, trying to get the details, like, what you want me to say, like, what you want to do, like, do you want to present yourself? Because baby, if you send me a video of you just sitting in front of the camera, like how I'm sitting in front of the camera, I can just put you over here in the corner.
I need a real man. Hold a bitch down.
Before y'all think I'm lying, bitch, I do not lie to y'all. Now I'm gonna block his name and stuff out. So what you won't do is say that I'm playing with y'all. But yeah, he's like, what you want me to wear? Like, what you want me to do? And da da da. And I'm like, baby, just tell me your story. Like, what do you want me to say? And so y'all, let me tell y'all what else is crazy. The girlfriend who wrote me and told me the first story, she ended up writing me. So she writing me, and she like, did such and such, let's get him a name. Now the name I gave him on TikTok was like Andy or something like that, but I kind of feel like that's too close to his real name, but we just gonna ride with Andy. So she like, is Andy writing you and telling you his story because he needs to come out? Like, he's been putting me through too much, and I'm done. Like, I can't take it no more. Like, she just going off in the DMs. So I'm like, hold on, what the hell? So it's coming up on Christmas. First of all, I had to go to a funeral and stuff before Christmas, so I had a lot going on. So I had to write both of them back, like, y'all give me a minute. Like, the girl write me and she like, yeah, I want him to wear this type of shirt. Like, it's a shirt and it says, hey ladies, I suck. And here it go. It says, sorry girls, I suck. What the hell is going on? Now, mind you, I'm still talking to the guy, and like, you know, it's really all about you at this moment. Like, I am not trying to put you out there and like blast you, exploit you, make you feel bad about you coming out and stuff like that. He was just telling me like how he was literally like, you know, lying to this girl. And the girl, like, when I tell y'all, the girl is literally in my DMs, like, going off. Like, I want you to take, you know what, maybe I should tell her story, because I said I wasn't going to tell her story because I had to, look, when I tell you, like, it was to a point where she was literally, like, sending me messages back to back to back to back to back, because I wasn't even, oh, my bad, I wasn't even writing her back, y'all, because I can tell when somebody send me a story that you're just angry. But the story, like, okay. So I told her, like, I completely understand where you're coming from and stuff like that. What do you want me to ask him?
I don't want you to tell him that me and you are in communication or whatever.
But then she had sent me a screenshot of her and him talking. And she was just like, I need you to write the Temperance and come out, and you are still out here trying to fake and be like with women, and it's not fair to women. But this is when she started telling me like she wanted me to tell him like this is the shirt that, you know, she wants him to wear. So which I'm assuming is that she was sending him the shirt like, this is what I want you to wear, because as she's telling me this, y'all, he's asking me like,
what do you want me to wear? Like, I have thoughts in mind. Like, I've been cross-dressing for a couple of years now. Like, I know, like, how to be a bad bitch. Like, what do you want me to wear?
And I'm like, baby, wear what you want to wear. Like, and she was like, just send this shirt to him or whatever. It'll be just for a little fun, sense of humor and da da da. But then she had ended up telling me like, you know, she had told him about the shirt or whatever, because like she was just saying like I needed to, you know, show who he is, because this is to protect all of women. There are so many guys out there like this, and a lot of people are in relationships like this or whatever. And then I was like, yeah, that's what my video will mostly be about. But I don't want to bash him and make him feel uncomfortable about him coming out, because I know several situations like this. I've been in a couple situations like this or whatever, and I don't want to bring it from the wrong, you know, perspective. And she was like, thank you for handling both sides of this. But you know, she was like, are you at least gonna ask him to wear the t-shirt? And I was like, no, I'm not. I'm not even gonna post him or whatever. And she was like, why not? Like, you know, what do you even mean? Like, he either goes up there on the video or I'm gonna have to post him myself. And so I was just like, no, I don't think that's, you know, right or whatever. And then she started writing me like, for your information, I got pictures of him giving a guy a she is giving me the tea, like going off. Now I told you I was gonna tell his story, but I had to get this out the way first. If you feel like that is what's best for you, then you go ahead and do that. Like, you post him, you do what you gotta do. But that's only going to embarrass him and embarrass you and, you know, people in your family. It don't have nothing to do with me and my channel, my following or whatever, because y'all already know. Bitch, I'm ready to pull these niggas out the closet for real. I was like, but as far as him coming out, I was like, I don't think that has anything to do with you. Like, I really am sorry, and I do truly apologize. And I hate that I am in the middle of it or whatever, but him coming out is a real big deal. He's gay, you know, he has to say that he's doing it, make him do it on the video. And she was like, or make him wear the shirt to say I love boys or I'm gay and stuff like that. Like, she just started going off at this point, y'all. And I just stopped responding back to her because I'm like, baby, come on now, stop. I just kept writing him because I already told your story. Like I said, I already told your story. But at this point, this is what I'm thinking, like, I'm being very selfish. Like, this is only gonna be good for my channel. Like, oh my god, like, do it for me, do it for my channel, do it for my people. But then I wrote him back and I was just like, no, don't send me no videos or nothing like that. And he still ended up sending me a picture of him, y'all, but I'm not gonna post it because I chose not to post him. If you are watching this video, you are more than welcome to comment your Instagram name below and people can go follow you from there, but that's only if you want to. He was just like, thank you, you know, the tempers. He was like, I'm really excited to do this. He was like, most of all, to be honest, like, I'm finna read this long ass message, y'all. To be honest to myself, and also having no boundaries, like, to making myself that I'm very available to men at this point. Like, he was like, do you have any outfit ideas in mind? This is what he was just still asking me, like, what you think I should wear and stuff like that. And then he was just going into like how he really passed on so many of his insecurities to his partner. He would just start like arguments with her and make her feel, you know, less than, and belittle her and make her feel like she wasn't enough and stuff like that. And then he brought up like the whole Western versus the Eastern Hemisphere, like how men on the Western Hemisphere, like, hold on, we on the West Coast, right? Okay, so we on the West Coast, we are more like monogamy. Like, we want our man to stay at home and have, you know, the family with us. If you want multiple kids, then you gotta have them with me. Even if I tell you I want to have no more kids, then they with me. But people on the West Coast, like, not talking about the United States or like Africa and stuff like that, they're used to having, you know, multiple wives in the household and stuff like that. This what he was just saying, like how he just put a lot of his insecurities off on his girlfriend or whatever. He was like, the truth is that she probably did, as we never had the best romance between us. And she used to often say that she was staying with her friends at night, or she was just pretty sure that she wasn't sure of what was going on at home. And finally, when she did leave me, she almost immediately dated a guy and moved in with him. I think I should also be completely honest and explain that she was actually my wife, and we were married for a few years before we divorced.
How do you marry a woman and then turn around and let a man bend you over?
And then this what he was just saying, like her mother, my mother-in-law, she pushed me into just making the divorce and stuff like that because I wasn't true to who I was, and I could not get her pregnant due to my own issues. And she also said that I wasn't the right guy for her daughter. Although it wasn't difficult to accept that, I knew deep down what was really right. Although I would like to use the excuse that all of these people and issues have led towards my single life now, I definitely have always felt submissive in my nature and think of men in a very romantic way. Keeping up the male persona was definitely stressful for me, and I prefer that the thought of me being more feminine with one relationship, it have to be with a man, and I would take on being the more feminine person. He was like, I'm sorry for uploading all of this on you, but I hope all of this makes sense. I know a couple of people around me, like, it ain't even a couple, like several people around me have told me their stories, like they're too ashamed to come out to their parents, they're too ashamed to come out to their friends, too ashamed to come out to their spouses and loved ones. These people have kids. So what I'm saying is, I see this stuff all the time, like, and so when a guy approaches me, I don't know, I'm just gonna question it. I just have to, especially if I see something that I'm not comfortable with. Yeah, this shit is long as fuck. We was talking for a long time. Like, I'm still going. I'm trying to get y'all to the T. I'm trying to get you to the T, y'all. He was like, my story of how I first got married to try and pretend that I was straight. But then I soon realized that I was attracted to men. And I then realized that I had an enjoyment for cross-dressing. It was actually directly relating to wanting to be more feminine and attracted to men. I have decided that women should know that I am gay. And I should not be able to try and pretend to be straight or a fool for women anymore. I said, baby, you landing on thick for me, because that's pretty much how I was going to put it together anyway. Now, this is kind of was like a long story, how he was just telling me about the divorce and stuff. He was like, I think you should also add that I simply went on gay dating apps, and one day I built up the courage to meet up with a guy, and I gave my first BJ. He was like, once I tried it, I totally was hooked, and the guy wanted me to be his boy, for fun or whatever. He was like, I then dressed up for him more, and we had like, meetups or whatever. He was like, I was getting clothes for my wife, and I was hiding them and stuff. He was like, gradually, she realized that something was up, because now her shit missing.
Got him. We fucking got him.
He was like, gradually, this is what all led to the divorce. She ended up finding the clothes and the lipstick. Her mama had got involved, and the demands are very high. And I had to admit to the whole family that I am gay and I would never date women again. And I'm sorry for what I put her daughter through.
I'm not gay no more. I am delivered.
He was like, I feel so guilty by this whole thing. And I asked for a divorce immediately. Then he go on to talking about his penis, y'all. And I don't know if I should say this, but he was just saying like he never felt confident about satisfying women because he had a small penis or whatever. So he was like, I feel like my life was already set up for me to be the more feminine boy for men, which now I sexually prefer. He was like, hence I love cross-dressing. I love being the bottom, basically. He was just going in, He was just sending me so many heart faces and lovey faces and stuff like that. So I'm like, okay, baby, that's enough. I can work with that and stuff like that. So y'all, he kept writing me. He was just like, I got some more for you. I got some more. And so we coming up on the end or whatever. But this one, he was just like, thank you. I really appreciate you. I still have complications with my side, of coming out and sorting out like who I truly am. He was like, I just wanted to say that I am happy to send you pictures of me if you would like. And I just told him that was just unnecessary. Like, and then he had said, I hope I find me a big hot guy that can make me feel like the real me. And I said, baby, me too. Yeah, I'm better finna die. But can you truly imagine living up to somebody else's standards your whole life, and then you get on your deathbed? When people be on their deathbed, have you noticed that they are always trying to get their life right? They be apologizing to folks. They be wanting to admit to all of their wrongs. Like, they really be going ham. Now, I be feeling like that because they already know they finna die, and because God be sending them messages like, you need to get your life right. You need to repent. So, you don't want to be on your deathbed, I lied to my wife or I lied to my husband all of these years and never was truly who I am. If this happened to me, which I feel like it kind of happened to me before, but it didn't, because I wasn't married. I never been married before. And a guy haven't really truly came out and said, I don't want to be with you. I want to be with guys. Niggas just like playing the fucking field. Next thing you know, you see them on Instagram or Facebook and they married to somebody or they truly happy. Now, I'm not trying to talk about nobody else's story, but that happened to somebody that I know. They was fucking with somebody, and then TikTok is really funny, but I love it because it's so many women on TikTok who have homosexual baby fathers, and they have great co-parenting situations. The way the world's set up, y'all, we just have to expect the unexpected. I remember I was dating this guy, y'all, and his favorite phrase was,
You gotta expect the unexpected with me.
and y'all, it was not until we broke up until I start expecting the fucking unexpected. Because the whole time we was together, could nobody tell me nothing about this nigga. Like, people would literally always come to me and be like, your boyfriend doing this, or your boyfriend doing that, you know, this is and that. And I would always be like, bitch, you don't know nothing about my nigga, and I'm gonna need you to stop hating. I could not believe what people was telling me, because he would spend so much time with me, y'all. Like, it would literally be to the point where I would start thinking, like, when do this nigga got time to cheat on me? When? I'm literally with this man all fucking day. But people had more information than I did. And I didn't find out more information until after we broke up. The truth is more respected than him lying and leading me on into believing like he wanted to be with me. In real life, he don't want to be with me. So I was telling old girl, like, I feel where you coming from. I really do. And I'm sorry that you're going through this. If y'all dealing with any type of difficulties inside of y'all relationships, and y'all want me to tell y'all stories, bitch, I am available. Hit them DMs, hit my email. But look, I don't know how I feel about being the gay police. Like, I really
That's the sound of
don't.
the police.
Just stop fucking lying. Stop lying. And people won't be out here looking for y'all.
Let's go. Drop it down low. Drop down, drop it down low. Low, low, low.